Hello, good and faithful people of the Church, the Mediator. It's Father Dale. I hope you're well whenever and wherever it is you hear this message this week. I'm standing here in the hall on the way from the office through to the library and the Commons room and up to the 1913 portion of the building, mostly because I'm hoping that as you hear this video, you'll hear what sounds like a herd of elephants stomping around. That is a group of about 14 youth who have been coming. That group's been growing a little bit over the past few months. Growing group of youth who come and oftentimes will play basketball up in the gym or play games down in the dining room, depending upon the day, depending upon what Eduardo has for them to do. It's an exciting part of our ministry right now as a Church with a Mediator. It's unsung. It happens in the afternoons when most folks are not here, but it is pretty cool. Yesterday we had 16, which was literally like sitting here with a herd of elephants chomping around in the gym upstairs playing basketball. You'll hear their yelps and their yells every once in a while, but we bought them pizza at the end of the day, and of course teenagers, so we bought 6 large pizzas and they devoured every bit of those and all of the sodas that we bought as well. But it was great because we're happy that we have young people who come here on a regular basis, who feel safe in this space, who feel like they're affirmed in this space, and who are growing part of this as a center of community for this neighborhood. And I'm really, really excited about that. And I'm grateful to you all for your support and for Eduardo, whose ministry is really important in making this happen. Anyways, we are coming up on the second Sunday after the Epiphany, this Sunday, the 18th of January, celebrating the Eucharist at 9 a.m. with coffee hour following. Please bring something to share. And then 1 p.m. as usual in Spanish. This week, we'll celebrate the Eucharist for the Feast of the Confession of St. Peter on Monday at noon. It's the week of prayer for Christian unity, so I invite you to be in prayer with me. There will be an insert in the leaflet on Sunday talking about the theme for this year's week of prayer for Christian unity. I will actually be going to New York for a time of retreat. Take that little bit of window of time before, of course, before the annual meeting, but then also before Lent comes rolling in. So I'm going to be all week next week in New York, spending time at the House of the Redeemer, an Episcopal retreat house on the Upper West Side, but also spending time at the Metropolitan Museum of Art, which you know is one of my favorite places in the universe, and going to see a couple of operas. So I'm going to see Carmen on Wednesday and Madama Butterfly on Friday. I'm really, really looking forward to that time of rest and rejuvenation, probably a little bit of sleep as well. So Monday at noon, and then the following Sunday is our annual parish meeting. We'll elect vestry, we'll elect our deputation to diocesan convention. We'll do a little bit of business. There are a couple of resolutions that we need to do as far as our bylaws are concerned. And then we will have lunch. There is a Sign Up Genius in Happenings to sign up to bring something for lunch. So I hope that you will do that. I hope that you'll attend the annual meeting. It's a bilingual liturgy at 10 a.m. on Sunday the 25th. And then on Monday the 26th, we celebrate the Eucharist at noon for the Feast of the Conversion of St. Paul. This is a great time. I was spending hours this morning working on the annual report, which is both my least favorite task of the year and also one of my favorites when it's done, not just because I want to get through it, but because when you look at that report and you see everything that we've done together, it actually is pretty remarkable, and it makes me proud. But this morning I was slogging away on various different portions of the report, the financial things and the graphs and charts that need to go in there, and of course on my pieces of the report, as of course reflecting on the past year and the changes that we've experienced as a parish. It's a great moment to think about and give thanks for everything that's happened this past year, for 2025, to give thanks to God. And so my question to you this week is what are you grateful for in the life of our parish, of the Church of the Mediator in 2025. What's something that has really struck you or inspired you or ministered to your soul or given you hope, I hope, or encouraged you to grow deeper in your relationship with Jesus Christ and the triune God? What is something? And honestly, of course, I want you to reflect on that. And there are, I hope, are many some things that come to mind, but I also hope that you'll share something with each other, because telling the story is really important, even among those who are part of the parish. Telling the story with each other on Sunday at the annual meeting, for sure, around the tables at brunch. Share something that has really been meaningful for you and that has elicited from you gratitude to God for this parish, for one another, and for all that we do in following our Lord Jesus Christ, being people who put our faith into action, and being this little church on the corner of West Park Civic Association, West Park Historic District here in Allentown, in the Episcopal tradition, representing the goodness of God, God's love, God's grace, God's peace in this place. I wish you well, I wish you blessings, and I will see you on Sunday. Until then,